For years, music had been the thing that I did after life's responsibilities were taken care of. I treated it like a hobby when it was never meant to be that. And one day I realized I was postponing the very thing that I was created for. You think you know, but you have no idea. This is Late Bloomer Confessions, episode 12. When I stopped treating music like a hobby. Now, as you may know already, my old mindset was basically saying to myself, once I get stable, once I get financially stable, then I'll focus on doing something with this music. And I was stuck in this cycle where I work to survive. And while I'm surviving, I'm postponing my gift. And I'm postponing my gift because I have to work. And I'm working because I have to survive. And I'm surviving in the midst of surviving, postponing my gift. Work, survive, postpone, work, survive, postpone. And this cycle was just an endless loop, and I just kept acting like my gift was always going to be waiting for me, when in actuality that was a mistake. And it took me some time to realize that. It took me multiple failures, and it took me actually ending up back at square one to actually realize that was not the way that I should have been doing it. I'm over here, building this real estate business in order to buy back time, right? Which is, there's nothing wrong with that. However, this is not going to happen overnight. I'm not going to reach this dream of becoming rich or wealthy in real estate like that. It's going to take time to build that. I'm out here knocking on doors. I'm doing cold calling. I'm sending out direct mail and email and, handing out business cards, meeting up with people. I'm doing all of this legwork and this footwork because I know that this is a journey. It's not going to happen overnight. So it's a grind. The same with the trucking business. I was doing the trucking business in order to buy back my freedom, which means that I don't have to drive the trucks anymore. I can hire somebody to drive the truck for me. But that doesn't happen overnight. There's a grind. There are hours that you have to put in, even when you're done driving, even when you get out of the truck. When you own a business, it doesn't stop. This is 24/7. It's a consistent grind. When you think about it that way, you take a step back, and it goes back to the lesson that I learned back years ago in that college class. Thinking of things in an objective point of view. When I take myself out of this grind of, trying to build all these businesses to, get back to my gift, the question is, why am I building everything except for my gift? If anything is going to be hard as you're building it, why not choose the hard thing to evolve around what I was built to do or what I was created to do? Doesn't that make sense? If I have to grind for something, why not grind for that? And that's the thing as well that you realize, is that everybody has something that they love, but very few people prioritize it. And this is what separates the people who are enjoying life, who are successful, versus the people who are waking up miserable because they're not doing the thing that they love to do. They're not doing the thing that they were created to do. They're not living within their gift. And this is where you have to understand that there is interest and there is convenience. So now we have to take a step back and see, okay, it's not necessarily the what, but the how. So now you have to think about the commitment and the sacrifice that it takes to build anything, and it's like, okay, yeah, cool. We make the decision. I choose to build around my gift, right? I choose to build a business around music. Not necessarily understanding that this too also, it involves you having to grind and to build and to spend hours and hours trying to figure things out. You're making a mistake, you're failing, you pick yourself back up, you try again. Just like in real estate, when you're door knocking and you cold calling and everybody is cursing you out and hanging the phone up, or somebody is sending you, a piece of mail saying, don't ever send mail to me again. Or in the trucking industry where, your truck breaks down, or, something goes wrong, or you have to sit for a while and you don't have any work, and, bills are still coming, but you don't have any money coming in. You know what I'm saying? It's the same exact grind and struggle when you decide to do what you love to do and build around what you love to do. There's no difference. You're just choosing to intentionally grind for a purpose now, not just chasing a dollar, or not just chasing something that is, it doesn't mean anything. At the end of the day, you're chasing something to chase something else. No, you're chasing something for a purpose. This is your purpose. This is what you were called to do, And like I said before, I kept acting like the gift would always be waiting, but at the same time, the grinding takes time. However, the clock is ticking. We are only getting older. We're not going to be here forever. We have to understand and realize, one day we're not going to be here anymore. And this goes back to my why. Why are you doing this? I had an interview not too long ago and he asked me, what keeps you motivated? It's my why. Being on my deathbed, thinking about what could have been, but now it's too late to do anything about it. And so many people go to the grave with their gifts. This is, the mantra of it's never too late. Better late than never. If you're still alive, it's not too late. And so now that I realize that and understand, okay, I have to commit to this. This is not going to be overnight. This is going to be a grind. Okay, understand that. Now, how do I go into doing this, right? What does this mean? What changed for me? What was like, okay, now you're getting serious? It was when I stopped asking myself, do I feel like it? And then I started asking myself, did I show up today anyway? Because believe it or not, it's not every day that I feel like writing. It's not every day that I feel like setting up the studio to record. You know what I'm saying? It's not every day that I want to, make a TikTok short or send an email, write an email, or, make a video or do late bloomer confessions. It's not every day that I feel like doing this. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, regardless of whether you feel like it, it's not about how you feel. It's about being consistent and staying committed regardless. Because I guarantee you, if you call your job in the morning and you tell them, hey, I don't feel like coming in, what's going to happen? So you have to have that same commitment and consistency with what you build around your purpose and your gift. Because that's the only thing that's going to pay out. That's the only thing that's going to matter. Because if you just did stuff when you felt like it, imagine what would get done actually, honestly. I don't feel like writing today. I'm just gonna put that off into next, and then the next week come, and then the next week come, and then the next week come, and then before you know it, years have passed and nothing has come from it. So what I started to do was I started to set up schedules and systems behind what I need to do. I need to write on these days. I need to record content on these days. I need to, do Late Bloomer Confessions on these days. I need to set aside time to edit videos. I need to set aside time to record videos. I need to set aside time to do the important things. And this takes commitment and this takes sacrifice, because now the times that you don't feel like doing something, you're taking away from something that you would rather be doing. Anything that's worth having takes sacrifice. And this is something that I'm still learning to this day. And here's the realization. Even though you see me doing it, you see me taking action, I'm still figuring this thing out. I don't have everything together. I'm building this thing as I go. These Late Bloomer Confessions, this was an idea that came and I just started doing it. This is not perfect. These videos, I'm pretty sure you see people that have much better videos than I do, much higher budget productions than I do. But the difference is, and the difference from that sets me apart from 90% of people, is that I just took action. And not just taking action once. I stayed committed and I remain consistent. And this is the only reason that you found out who I am. Is because I didn't stop after one or two times. And because I didn't just do it because I felt like it. I'm committed to this thing because this is what I was created to do. This is deeper than just a song. This is my purpose, my calling, to inspire and motivate you to do the same exact thing. No matter how late in life you believe you are, no matter how many times you fail, it is never too late. So I ask you, what is that thing that you're constantly pushing aside and treating like a hobby, when that very particular thing is actually what you were called to do, what you were created to do? That is your calling. What is that thing that you keep postponing because you're waiting for the perfect time to do it? And here's the key question. What would happen if you decided to take it seriously for 1 year? What difference would that make? And that's all that I have for you today. If you enjoyed this content, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I drop a new episode every single week. Hit the like button, drop a comment, let me know what you thought. Let me know your story. Let me know what your gift is and the reason that you're constantly postponing. And let me know that you have stopped postponing and you start taking it seriously and start to build around your gift. I want to know, because I want to cheer you on. I want to champion you. This is for you. This is not just for me. This is for you as well. Now, if you would like to continue on with this journey of becoming a late bloomer with me as well, I have a specific project that I made exclusively for you and all of the late bloomers who decide to tap in with me. This is not available anywhere. It's not streaming anywhere. This is only available to my late bloomer tribe. This is a story about another late bloomer that also proves that it is never too late. This late bloomer waited almost until it was too late, but still decided to use his or her gift as a purpose. If this interests you or piques your curiosity at all, there's a link in the description. Hit the link, enter your information, and you will get instant access. And that's all that I have for you today, man. With that being said, until we meet again, I bid you farewell. God bless.